Sonja, Letizia. Sonja, Letizia. Sonja, what's up?
Nothing. What's up?
How's it going?
Good.
What's up, dude?
What's up with you?
What's up? What's up? What's up, Sonja? What's up, dude?
Not much.
What's up, bro?
Not much.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Nothing.
Dude, what's up, bro?
What's up with you, bro?
This is the bonus episode. The second episode I'm doing with my mother, Sonja. This is the bonus episode because we hit 100 episodes. So thank you, everyone who's listened so far. This is gonna be fun, right, Sonja?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my mother's here. So I want to start by just wearing the shirt that you got me for Christmas. My mom got me this shirt for Christmas on air. Why'd you get me this?
Well, because you have a podcast, and I wanted to get some kind of novelty gifts for Christmas, and I got it for you.
You didn't get this to insult me?
No, why would I get it to insult you?
You didn't get this to be like, yeah, dude, you got a podcast.
No, I got it because I thought it was like a good thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why'd you get me this?
Because so then people can ask you about your podcast.
In what social setting do you think it'd be okay for me to drink out of this mug?
I figured I didn't really think you were going to use it.
Imagine if I use this for real, like all the time.
I figured that shirt you could. I really didn't think you were going to wear it, but I figured you could wear it to like bed or something.
Well, that's what. Now, do you wear it to bed like pajamas? Like this is a pajama shirt?
like pajama, like just hangout shirt.
Yeah, but then why'd you get this? Because getting this shirt with this makes it seem like you think your son is an asshole who would go to like work
No.
and be like,
No.
hey, I'm on air. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You wanna? You wanna?
No, the podcast, the cup.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you could just put like pens and stuff in it or something, like just to leave it on your
for my own
on
personal
your
desk.
Yeah. I didn't think you were gonna like bring it to work and have it so people can say
And be like, oh, check it. You need a pen?
Like, oh, you have a podcast?
If I put pens in it and I use it at work, be like, you need a pen?
Yeah. Well, no, I meant
Talking to myself.
for home. I meant at home.
I appreciate the gift, but you do understand that if it was not from you.
Oh yeah, now I do.
What? You didn't understand when you got it?
No.
If this wasn't for, like, if Angelo got me this,
Yeah.
it would be funny, but at the same time, it would be like, he's like teasing me.
Yeah.
Like any other person besides you getting me this gift, it's like,
oh no.
it's like
I didn't do that.
It's like, yeah, dude, you have a podcast.
No. I think that's a good thing that you have a podcast and like something to be proud of. So like that's
thanks,
why
Sonja.
I got you. I figured the shirt would be like, oh, Jake has a podcast and that's appropriate on air.
You just like it because you've been the only guest. You like the clout, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what clout is?
Yeah, I know what clout is.
What's clout?
Like prestige.
Prestige, nice, dude. You know the
So?
kids use that now instead of fame. Instead of saying fame, they say clout.
Oh.
They go, people are clout chasers.
Oh. No, that used to be like a big word for us. We never used that word.
So the population's getting smarter, you think?
Yeah, most likely.
Most people say it's getting dumber. You think smarter? You think
Maybe
the kids on TikTok saying you're a clout chaser, bro? You think they're
maybe they have more intelligence? Doesn't mean they're smarter though.
they're more intelligent.
They're
maybe,
more
but,
educated.
but they have less wisdom.
They're more educated.
Because wisdom comes with age.
Well, not necessarily.
So you must be so wise.
No, that's why I said
because you're 97
I
years
said
old.
not necessarily.
Because you're 98
Because
years old.
I look good for 98. Though.
Dang, dude, you looking not a day over 13, bro. What are you gonna say? Because you're not. What are you say? You about to say you're not wise?
Yeah. I mean, in certain things,
You know a lot about
could be.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, But wisdom is different than knowledge.
Well, I think wisdom does come with age, but it's like everyone of a certain age has a different kind of wisdom.
Yeah.
Like if I talk to you or Dad about certain topics and certain issues, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And other people be like, well, this person doesn't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
But if I asked you about the Bible, you know like every single sentence that happened. You know every
Well,
semicolon. You know every
no.
comma.
I don't
know
know,
how many
that. I
times
wish
Jesus-
I knew that much.
You know how
but-
many times Jesus sneezed?
He didn't sneeze.
How many
in the
times
Bible.
did he sneeze?
He didn't sneeze in the Bible. They didn't say it. Oh no, I'm sure he sneezed, but they didn't mention it in the Bible. that
Why
he
wouldn't they
sneezed.
mention it? Why wouldn't they try and humanize him like that?
They did
Everyone likes a
no.
good sneeze.
No, they did humanize him.
But he didn't sneeze? Sounds
But no,
inhuman to me.
No, he sneezed. We assume he sneezed, but they just didn't write about him sneezing.
Why not? That's the ultimate
Because
humanizer.
it didn't come into context.
How many times did he eat pistachios?
It didn't say.
It doesn't have his pistachio record in the Bible?
Mm-mm.
It doesn't have how many
has
cups
his-
of pistachios he eats
No,
daily?
it has him eating bread and fish and drinking wine.
Oh, so he's an alcoholic. I get it.
No.
Never
actually,
sneezes, but he's always drinking wine.
Actually, there's one scripture where he says to the Pharisees, the high religious leaders,
Uh-huh.
he said, "I came here and I'm eating and I'm drinking, and you're assuming I'm paraphrasing here, that you're assuming that I'm a glutton and a drunkard," but he wasn't. He was just having a glass of wine.
They were assuming that he was a glutton and a
Yeah, they
drunkard
were
he had
because
one glass?
well, no, there was other, because then the sinful woman came in and he
Sounds like Jesus was projecting. You know, just because I'm having one doesn't mean
No.
I'm an alcoholic.
No.
And they're like, chill, Jesus, you
No,
just got here.
no,
I'm
no.
not going to have any more. I'm having one.
No, what happened was a sinful woman came in
Yeah.
and she fell at Jesus' feet and was crying because she knew she was sinful, and she asked him to forgive her.
Is that when
and
she
he-
washed his feet?
That's, I don't know. There's a couple of episodes where one washes his feet and she's crying and she washes his feet with her tears. I think this might be the episode.
Uh-huh. She
And,
washes his feet with her tears, and
Well,
Jesus lets her do it?
She's kneeling at his feet
Uh-huh.
because she's so overwhelmed with her guilt
Yeah.
because of her sin, and she asks his forgiveness, and he says, "Of course you're forgiven." And she cries,
And she's rubbing the
and
tears.
the tears fall on his feet, and then she wipes them with her hair.
With her hair?
Like she dries it with her hair. Well, back then they wore sandals, and it was all sandy, and it was in the desert, so their feet were like really dirty. So when he
So
when
no
she
Anakin
cried,
over there, huh?
what?
No Anakin out there.
No Anakin, no.
Anakin Skywalker.
No.
He hates sand. You don't know about that?
And he hates sand.
You don't remember that in Attack of the Clones? He's like, I
No.
hate sand. It's
Oh, I
brittle and
forget.
it's rough and it gets everywhere.
Oh, okay, well, okay, I probably remember that now.
Yeah.
Because I remember that. Okay,
Wait, but
anyway,
so this woman came up and was like, I'm so sorry I've sinned. Can I wash your feet?
No, she didn't.
And
say,
Jesus was like, yeah, dude, wash
No,
my feet.
She didn't want to wash his feet. She was crying, and the tears fell on his feet.
Yeah.
So she wiped it with her hair to dry it. What was he supposed to say? Get away from me!
Oh,
Leave
wait.
my feet alone.
Wait. So she was already,
Actually, Jesus washed the disciples' feet to show them that he was there to do anything for them.
Okay, so really what happened was she was just on her knees and her tears happened to touch.
Yeah.
As she was saying, forgive me.
Yeah, her tears fell.
Then was he like, get up?
No, no, he was just sitting there. She fell at his feet. She was crying, and her tears fell on his feet and on his legs, and then she just wiped them clean with her hair.
And then what was he like? Okay, stop, get up.
No.
He just let her do it?
Let her do what she needed
That's
to do.
weird.
And then she got up and left.
That's weird.
No, because she needed to be there. She felt like, I hope this is close enough.
Yeah, you're fine.
He felt like just, let her cry it out. and she'll know she's
Yeah, but
forgiven.
if a woman
then
like
she'll get up.
collapsed at your feet and was like, "I'm so sorry," and then her tears started hitting your legs and feet.
Yeah, what are you gonna
And
say?
she
Get
started-
away?
and-
You know.
yeah,
you
if she
can-
started
no.
if she started taking her hair and wiping me with it, I'd be like,
Uh,
"Oh, that's okay.
Well,
you can."
maybe he did say, "Oh, that's okay," but they
No,
didn't say
it
anything.
sounds like was just
Because
like,
right
"Whatever,
away,
dude."
what happened was the Pharisees were like, "She's a sinful woman. Why are you even talking to her?" And then he said,
I think they were going like, "Dude, this guy never sneezes. Oh my god,
"Yeah, probably."
this guy didn't sneeze once."
And I haven't seen him eat pistachios lately. either.
Yeah, that woman's really dirty, and he's not going like it's not getting in his nose, and he's sneezing.
All right, what are we talking about now?
We're talking about Jesus.
Oh, I thought we were like talking about wisdom.
Well, we were demonstrating your wisdom. You know a
Yeah.
lot about the Bible. See, that's wisdom right there. You know a lot about the Bible.
Well, I know a lot about the Bible, but I wish I knew how, like, exactly. Like, I always paraphrase everything, so I wish I knew it.
That's a pretty
But
clear picture.
I pretty much know all the like most of the stories, but I paraphrase it. Like, I
That's
would like to
fine.
know scripture where I could just like memorize
Like a
it and then,
photographic memory.
like memorize scripture. So then you're hearing actual scripture and you're not hearing me talk about it.
Yeah, but who does? No one. I don't think any.
Oh, a lot of people can memorize it.
Yeah, but they don't know all of Scripture. They probably know
Oh
certain
no,
sections.
not all of it. Yeah,
Yeah, you could probably train yourself to learn a couple
Yeah, I know.
sections.
but my brain doesn't work that well anymore with memorization. You know.
Yeah, but I think listen, I think knowing that there's several episodes of Jesus encountering people going to on his knees is pretty smart.
It's only three.
There's pretty knowledge or
It's
wisdom.
Pretty much like 3 times.
Okay, well that's wisdom. You know that.
Yeah,
Dad,
That's
if you
true.
ask Dad, he knows all about meat,
that's true.
right? He doesn't
Mhm.
know about certain things, but then
Yeah.
if you're like, if you put a piece of meat in front of him, he's like, just look at the marbling, like he knows.
Yeah.
what's
When
gonna
there's
be
when we
tender,
watch
what's gonna-
when we watch Jeopardy
Mm-hmm.
and there's meat questions, he knows them all. And then
Yeah.
when there's Bible questions, I know them all.
Yeah, and when I see you guys watching it and there's movie stuff, I always know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's wisdom.
And then
That's your-
sometimes I know about movies and Oscars and all that stuff.
Yeah, and as you get older, your interests
Change.
well, maybe they don't even change.
Well.
They're just like they're the same, but you learn more and more about your interests. So then
Yeah.
by the time you're 70 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
or
that's
your age
true,
94,
Yeah. 97.
by the time you're 202, like my mom, you've
No,
read the Bible
because-
79 times.
because I've read I've been studying the Bible since 2002.
Uh-huh.
So
you know.
so I've been studying it for 19 years.
19.
Yeah, almost 19 years.
Jesus, that's like a full career.
Jesus, yes, that's who I'm learning about. Jesus.
That's not what I said. You know what I said.
Well, that's what you're supposed to say. Like when anybody's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ," and then you say,
Correct. Yes, that
No,
is the
then
one
you
that
say-
I worship.
then you say, "Praise His name."
That's what you say.
To
Why, to
myself,
ca-
I
why,
don't
to
say it out.
counter it?
I don't say it out loud because then people would get like, they'd be like, "What is she like?"
I would just go what? And then what
What
would
if
you
they
say?
say Jesus Christ?
If I said oh Jesus, and then you were like praise His name, and I
Yeah.
went what?
Yeah, that's why I don't do it either.
What would you say? Let's play it out right now.
Okay,
Oh Jesus.
praise His name.
What?
Praise His name. You said Jesus, so I wanted to praise His name when you said Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. Exactly. That's why I don't say that.
Then
loud.
you know where I go? I go like this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the hell was that lady?
No, when people say like Jesus,
God damn it. Who
Wait,
the hell
oh,
was
no,
that lady?
that-
Jesus
that
Christ.
like every time someone says that, I like
you laugh.
no, I get like a pain in the pit of my stomach.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I say it quite a bit.
Well, you don't say it around me.
No, but I say it.
You shouldn't say,
I say it.
but you shouldn't.
Why?
Because you're using using God's name in vain. Like when you say God's name, you're supposed to be saying it like praising Him or talking to Him. Even when I say, "Oh my God," it's like you're not supposed to be using God's name that way.
Uh-huh.
And God, what you just said, that's like bad because you're like damning God's name.
Well, see, I understand God damn it in that sense, but I don't understand Jesus or God. Like when someone says, "Oh my God," or "Oh Jesus."
Well, when you say,
aren't you technically calling on Jesus?
yeah, but are you technically calling on Him?
Yeah, because you're
You're
every time I say it, I'm going Jesus.
No, come on.
Like, do you see this?
Yeah,
Jesus?
right.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
I'm
come on.
100%.
Intentionally saying Jesus.
What else would that
look.
mean? When you're like, "Oh my God," aren't you being
It's like saying, "Oh man," or like.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, but oh man, He's not just a man.
Yeah,
He's
but when you say
Jesus.
"oh man," isn't it? Aren't you usually saying it to like a person of like, oh man, look at this thing? So you are saying, oh God, look at this thing. Oh my God, isn't this crazy? Oh my God, look what you've done.
Well, it depends on in what context, because
For me, when I'm
like
saying
I could be like, okay, I could be like stub my toe and I'm like, oh my God, like that's bad because
Why?
that's so stupid.
but then you're saying to God, like, why did I have to stub my toe? It
No, because
stinks.
but that's not my intentions aren't saying, oh God, why did I stub my toe? It's like I'm mad, so I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like really not. So it sounds like I'm mad at God, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you're commiserating with God when you do that.
Well,
You're like, oh my God, my toe is stubbed.
well, yeah.
I need someone to know about it, and
uh,
God is here, so
yeah.
I'll tell him.
I mean, God knows your heart, so He knows what when you're saying when you're saying it the wrong way. Grandma, you know, what Grandma used to say.
What?
So instead of saying the F word,
She used to say, give
and
your kid a
SHIT.
little bit of whiskey, it'll make him
yeah, well, that was when they were fine.
be quiet in bed.
That's when they were teething.
Yeah, what'd she
But
say?
she also
Wait, just say the first thing and then tell the teething thing.
okay. So what? So when you guys were teething,
Yeah.
Grandma would say, "Oh, just put a little whiskey on their gums. It'll help." And I was like, "No, I'm not giving my kids alcohol."
Yeah, because you're a smart person.
Yeah. So, but when she was 3, did we talk about this last time on on their podcast?
What? I don't think so.
When Grandma was 3, no, when she was like 2, 2.5, she would have stomach problems, and the doctor told her mother
Oh, we might have talked about it.
to give her like a can of beer every day.
Yeah.
So at 2 years old, she was drinking,
Yeah.
which, you know,
Is what starts
that's
alcoholism.
alcoholism. And years later, now she's recovering.
You know who else put whiskey on a bottle, on the nipple, and
Who?
gave it to his kid?
Who?
Daniel Plainview, and There Will Be Blood.
Oh, yeah, okay, so.
He puts whiskey on the nipple and he tries to give the baby it.
Yeah.
And then later he puts whiskey in a glass of milk and has the son drink it.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You remember that because you're like, I
Yeah.
remember this when I was a kid.
Yeah, so what were we talking about?
Well, you said grandma. I don't know if that was what you were going to say grandma said, or you said
Oh,
grandma used to say.
so when when we were young,
Uh-huh.
teenagers and stuff,
Yeah.
Grandma would not say the F word, and she would not say SHIT.
By F word, you mean F-U-C-K.
Yeah, and she would not
It's
say
a different world now. F word means something else now. It means F-A-G. G-G-O-T.
Oh, okay, sorry. F-U-C-K, she would not
Yeah.
say. And SHIT,
The OG F word.
I don't know what that is.
That means original.
Oh, the original, yeah.
Yeah.
So she would say those 2 words, but she wouldn't say those 2 words, but she would say God, D-A-M-N,
Yeah.
I-T.
Yeah.
And I
You
would
could
tell
spell her.
I would tell her, like, that's worse than anything. And she's like, oh, no, F word. The F word is worse. But I just couldn't understand why she would think that would be better to say God.
Wait, when you were a kid, you said this to her?
No, when I was a teenager.
Oh, but still, that seems.
And even now, like, she doesn't say it anymore. She
Oh,
used to say when we were young.
So even as a teenager, you were kind of into God because I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, it didn't bother me, but I just thought it was kind of weird, like that she would say that instead of the F word or SHIT.
It is interesting though because it's like.
That I thought something about.
Yeah, because usually your barometer for what the worst curse is based on your parents. So like when I was younger, I thought F-U-C-K was the worst one because you guys would probably get the most mad at F-U-C-K.
Oh.
I didn't think of like Jesus and God.
Oh, well, see,
like,
Grandpa used to say it like
I was gonna say
every other word out of his mouth was F.
What's the F word?
So I knew it wasn't, but we couldn't say it.
Yeah.
If we said it, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
But he said it all the time. So
That was annoying.
So when she said it, I just thought it was like, it didn't bother me, but I just thought it was weird that she would be saying that, because I guess I do think of things literally.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I was just thinking that was like not good.
Mm-hmm.
So
how was that annoying? Him saying the F word all the time, and then you
no,
weren't
we
allowed to
never
say it?
didn't even phase us.
You were able to compartmentalize and be like, well, he can say it, but I can't say it.
Yeah, because he was my father.
That's funny. I can't imagine if you guys say it all the time. See, but that's funny because you would always be like, you can't say it, but then you would say it every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I didn't register it as like, oh well, I can't say it, but they can say it. I would register as like, why are you saying it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that at all. Remember? Did we? I don't know. If
Yeah,
we
but
said
Grandpa used to say it all the time, and back then it was like parents can do
it.
something,
Yeah.
but kids can't. So
Well,
that's all there is to
Well,
it.
maybe it was because Grandpa wouldn't say it as a bad word. He would just say it as like a word he used.
Yeah.
But you would say it.
Oh yeah.
Getting mad at us.
Yeah.
And then you would be
Oh.
like, "Look what you guys made me say."
Yeah, I know. Well, I was wrong in saying that.
And then we would be, and then that pissed. I don't know how Angela and Anthony felt about it, but it pissed me off to the point. Remember when I finally was like, "We didn't make you say it.
Yeah.
You choose what you." I said,
Yeah.
"Well, we didn't make you say it. You choose what you say. You
Yeah.
chose to say it."
And then I was like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't say it.
No, in the moment you were just like,
Yeah.
"No," but then you stopped
But
saying
then
it.
I thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the reason why
That
I
was the
stopped.
first time I dunked on my
But-
mom. I dunked on Sonja.
wait,
I was like, slam dunk, dude.
was
Don't ever
that-
say that word again.
But was that before Jesus or after Jesus?
That was during
Because
Jesus.
That was after Jesus.
Yeah, or after, during.
That was
Isn't it during?
BC or after?
Well, don't you still have Jesus?
Well, it was before I became born again.
Okay, it was after you became born again.
Okay, yeah. Then I would then I would only
Did you
say
say
when,
BC
wait,
or AC?
yeah. That was just joke. That's like a joke. It's a joke, I say.
Oh my god.
BC before Christ.
Oh my
No, it's only a
God.
joke, I said. But anyway,
Sure
wait.
it is.
No, it is. I promise.
Sure.
I think I'm the only one who uses it.
Yeah, right. Everyone at Bible study does the
No,
same
they
thing.
don't.
Yes,
They don't. I'm
do.
telling
All the
you.
ladies at Bible
They
study who meet
don't.
on Tuesday. See you guys
Mm-mm.
next Tuesday.
They don't. Yeah. So I don't know. I lose track of what I'm
You
saying.
lose track. That's being
Old.
104.
Mm.
104 will do that to you. Oh, I was gonna say, since we're on the subject of God, what do you think? Well, there's also what you mentioned off the podcast. We'll do that first. So you were mentioning right before we did the podcast about Joe Exotic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what did he say?
Well, he said.
Are you gonna look it up?
No,
Look
in
up
the new.
quote?
You want me to look
Yeah,
it
look
up
up the
so I
quote.
quote him properly? Well,
Joe Exotic is. Was he annoyed? He was commenting on
Well, they were-
Trump not pardoning him.
yeah.
And why
so
Trump didn't pardon him.
They said one of these news stations said. Oh no, that's something else. Oh, he wrote this. Can
He
I read
tweeted
it?
this?
Yeah, he tweeted
From
it.
where? Jail?
Yeah, of course. They got everything in jail. They got telephone. They got cell phones.
What are they? Yeah,
Jail's crazy now.
but they. Yeah, you know. You would know.
No, because when we were
Sonya's
young, when
like,
we were young.
Let me tell you something. Jail's crazy. I've been there. It's nuts.
Wait, for the record, all I've ever asked for was the truth and evidence to be told on my defense. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Oh no, wait. Okay, how'd you get the phone? How'd you get a phone? Okay, forget it. All these people. Are
He's not supposed to have a phone in prison. You're not supposed to have a phone.
No, people do have phones at
Yeah, I know, but
prison.
they're not allowed to. They get confiscated.
Okay, well it says here. I'm one
Wait,
of the.
you understand that, right?
Oh, they do.
They get phones smuggled in and they get them confiscated.
Oh, they do.
You're not supposed to
Oh, I
have
thought
one.
there was some. I thought they gave them out.
No, you're not. No, what?
Okay, well, anyway, look, I was this is what it says here. I was too innocent and too gay, capital G-A-Y,
Yeah.
to deserve a pardon from Trump. I only mattered to Don Jr. Don Jr. when he needed to make a comment about me to boost his social media post. Boy, were we all stupid to believe he actually stood for equal justice. His corrupt friends all come first. That's what he wrote on Twitter. Well, anyway, so
Yeah, I
he
don't know.
thought. So
why
he
would
thought,
Why would Joe Exotic get a pardon though? It's like, well, I don't even know
because
why he
Trump
expected
gave
that.
everybody pardons. He gave like 100 people pardons Tuesday night.
Yeah, but why Joe Exotic?
I don't know, because he just wanted. Because he
Also,
thinks
you have a
he's
limited.
innocent.
I think you have a limited amount of pardons. You can't give everyone.
No,
a
I don't
pardon.
think you can. I don't
think you have
so.
a limited number.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
think, yeah.
Well,
I
anyway,
think.
he gave
I could be wrong. I don't know. I have
he
no
gave
idea.
like 100 people pardons.
I know. I read some of them.
And they said that he could have given himself a pardon
Mhm.
without mentioning it, and that this is what someone said on TV, that he that he could have given himself a pardon and not mention it, and then if he ever has to go to jail, he can just like say, "Hey, I have a pardon."
I don't know. I
I
don't know how it works.
true that
I have
is,
no
but-
idea. I know that there was something about like the reason why he wouldn't pardon himself or why a person wouldn't pardon themselves is because it's an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you think? Yeah, maybe that's true. You think? I just like the idea of Trump, of them being like, "Do you want to pardon Joe Exotic?" and him being like, "He's too gay."
Probably.
No, if he was a little less gay, I'd do it. But no, he had sex with a lot of men, and it's too much for me. If it was only 2 men, I would have been cool. What? But then you told me, 'cause this blew my mind. I thought he was in jail. He's in jail for the suspected murder
Yeah.
of the
no.
guy.
Oh no. He's in. As far as I know, he's in jail for the suspected, alleged or whatever. No, I guess it's not alleged anymore
Yeah.
because he's in jail
Yeah,
for the because he wanted to try to get what's her name, that woman,
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. So supposedly he paid someone to kill her. So he got
paid
put,
someone to kill Carol Baskin.
yeah. So but then I think that person turned him in. So he got put in jail for that, for the attempted murder of Carol
And then
Baskin.
Carol Baskin's is.
They gave him 20 years.
Okay.
But it might be some other things
they
too.
didn't
But
add
that's
on-
one of them.
I hope they should have added on the fact that sexual abuse.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
He's.
I don't think they could prove that.
He's convincing all these men. He's hooking all these men on meth to make them his boyfriends.
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up, don't you think? Isn't that interesting that all those guys went back to, they all dated the women after him?
Yeah.
Which means they were just doing it for the meth.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
kinda,
isn't
it's
that what
kind of
the-
messed up, don't you
Isn't
think?
that what the show was all about? Like, kind of insinuated.
No, but what I'm
that.
saying is that's like purely manipulation. It's like,
Yeah.
that's purely him being like, you want meth?
Actually, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what to do.
Oh,
That's
well,
messed up.
actually, in the show, I think they even interviewed the guys afterwards, and they said that. Some of them said, yeah, I was just in there for the meth.
That's nuts, dude.
So
Dude, they should slap that onto his sentence, bro.
they should.
That's messed up, dude.
They got to prove it, though. That's why.
I think it's pretty proven in the show. The dudes were like, I only did it for the meth. He had meth for me.
Yeah, but they made that choice. You know, if someone's offering you something and they say you got to do this for this, and you make that choice, and that's your own choice.
No, I think no.
Yeah, it depends. If you're both,
If it was a lady in the same
adults-
situation, don't you think that'd be messed up?
no. See, if you're both adults and you're both talking, it's not like he was in a position where, like, he wasn't in a position where he was a teacher and he was talking to a student.
Yeah, but he was in the position where he was talking to a drugged out person addicted to
I know it's
a
wrong.
substance.
Morally, it's wrong.
He had a advantage.
Yeah,
over that
morally,
person. He was preying on weaker people.
right. Morally, it's wrong. In God's eyes, it's very wrong. But
In the
in
eyes
the
of the
law's
law, that's
eye,
wrong.
I don't know.
I think it is.
I don't know. You have to look it up.
Don't you think it should be wrong in the eyes of the law?
It should.
There you go. We can agree on that. That the Lord would agree on that too.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna ask you. Oh wait, the timer went off. I don't know when it went off. The camera might be off right now. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see.
Alright.
See you guys in the second half. Oh, it's still going.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the camera's about to go off. See you in the second half. All right, we're back. Hello, we're back. So, I was gonna ask you right before
What's your coffee? It's right in your foot.
Are you kidding me right now?
Okay. What?
I know where the coffee is. I placed it there.
Okay. What? We were what? What were you gonna
Sonja
say?
does two things that are very annoying. If there's a drink somewhere in the room
That's open.
that's open and she sees it, she goes, "Watch out." Doesn't matter if it's across the room. Doesn't matter if it's like.
Yeah, like that water's driving me crazy right now, and I want to know if there's Monster in there.
No, there's no. That's an empty can.
I know, but
But
that's
thank
how.
you for letting them
but
know that there's
that's-
just an empty can sitting near me.
Well, you just drank it, I guess.
No, I drank it yesterday, but I'm lazy, I guess.
Yeah,
Y-
I know. I'm
this.
just like that.
She's worried about this
I think
spilling.
I think
She's
because
worried about this spilling.
stop. I think because when you guys were little,
Yeah. That's
like
'cause
every time something spilled, I had to clean it up.
yeah, it's 'cause you're a mom. That just
Yeah,
happens.
I
Yeah.
know.
So now it's ingrained in you forever.
yeah, and I do it with everybody, dad, friends.
'Cause you've been traumatized by spills from children.
Yeah.
She does that, and then also when anything happens, like I bumped my head, didn't even bump it hard on
Yeah.
the ceiling,
And I go,
and my mom went, and it always makes it worse.
yeah, I know. But
Like
I
we'll
do.
be someone will be driving, and then a animal will run out,
Yeah,
and
and
we
I
won't
go,
even we won't even come close to hitting it. She'll go, and then it makes everyone go like, oh, we're dead. That's what happens in their body. You go, oh, we're all dead. We're all
Can't
dead.
help it.
And then you go, don't do that.
I always
That's
say.
what it feels like. It feels like
I know, but I can't help it.
it feels like
It's just,
someone's like pulling your soul
automatically
out.
comes out.
You can help it, dude.
Okay, I'll try.
It's also it's like when you drink, you go.
No, I don't do that
You
anymore.
don't need to do that, dude.
I don't do that anymore.
Oh my god.
I don't do that anymore because when I did it, you guys were like, "Do you have to do that?" And then I realized I did it, so then I stopped doing it. I don't still do it, do I? Do I still do? Stop. Do I still do
I didn't
it?
realize I was doing it. I didn't realize.
Do I still do it?
Uh-huh.
You'll have to notice if I still do it.
I don't think so.
I don't think I do it
I think-
because you guys like pointed that out.
Well, the thing
so.
is, you don't do it. The thing that makes someone know that it's not that you don't need to do it is that I don't think you've ever done it alone. I think you've only ever done it if someone's there.
No, that's the problem. I've done it alone.
I don't believe
So
it.
then I do it when people are around. And then when you guys pointed it out, I'm like, oh my God, I never knew I did that. Oh my God, I said.
Oh,
Ooh.
see, right there. Were you calling to God?
God. I know I shouldn't say that.
No, but right there you were calling
See,
to
I
God.
I know. No, but I really
You're
was.
saying like, oh my God, I do it.
No, it's just like, oh my God. So I should
So you
said,
think the Valley
I
Girl
should've
way of
said-
doing it is bad?
yeah.
Hang
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
You think
oh my
that's
God.
you think that's God's name in vain? Hang
Yeah, they're not calling on God. They're just like, oh my God.
You don't know that.
No,
Valley
come
girls are very
on. All right,
religious.
they might, yeah. All right, what were you saying about before? People gonna listen to this where it's like all over the place.
Yeah, dude, they love it. They love it, especially when you're on. They love when I talk to you.
This is what young moms do too.
People,
when young moms have
Yeah.
little kids running around,
yeah.
we do this all the time. So I think maybe that's what happens when you get older.
You do what? What do you mean?
Like we say what's ever on our mind because we know in a minute the kid's gonna interrupt us, and then we're gonna like forget what we were talking about.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
just say what's on our mind. And then the kid will interrupt, and then someone else will just say something that's on their mind. There's like never a conversation.
Oh, it's just a
An
bunch of
ongoing-
thoughts coming
Yeah,
out
it's just
because it's like the only time of day you can talk
yeah.
to
It's
somebody.
only like it's the only right exactly.
So,
It's the only time you get to talk to somebody, so you just say what's on your mind.
so it's just a bunch of ladies, stressed out ladies who need a break, just like saying their problems at each other.
Yeah, not even problems, just something that's on their mind,
okay.
like they want to talk about.
Like what? Like what would it be?
I don't know. I don't
These
remember.
kids freaking
No,
suck.
no, it wasn't about.
Oh shit, Joey!
No, it wasn't about the kids. It was about like, say something happened in the media or
Yeah.
something happened in your life, and
In
you
the
just wanted
media?
to talk to them.
Yeah.
That's it.
When did you learn the word media? You think?
From you, probably.
Oh really? Because you just said it like I was like. When
Or
did
no,
you say
actually,
media?
I don't know. Maybe the last 4 years when everybody's the media does this and the media
Yeah,
does
that's
that.
true. I think
Yeah.
so too. Because I never said media that much, and
No,
then
I think it's because of Trump.
because they talk about the mainstream media.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say
The
as
fake news media.
Yeah. What do you think? You think he's gonna start a channel called like Real News?
I don't care. I don't know. I don't. I'm just like so happy.
RNN,
He's
Real
not-
News Network.
He's not our president anymore.
That'd be smart. Real News Network, because it'd also be Republican.
yeah.
You can make
Or
it
not
Republican.
fake news.
Not fake news.
That would probably be better.
That's pretty good. Not fake news.
And then you know it's gonna be all
NFN?
fake news.
NFN's got kind of catchy.
Yeah. And then you know it's all fake news.
Oh, clever one, Sonja.
What's that guy, John Oliver?
Yeah.
He was on Jimmy Kimmel last night,
Uh huh.
and he said,
I love how I didn't realize that you watch Jimmy Kimmel every night.
I like to hear what he has to say about Trump all the time.
Yeah.
Dad hates it.
Yeah.
He's like, you shouldn't be able to talk like that. But anyway, I said, well, it's free speech.
Yeah,
You can
it's
say
free, yeah,
anything you
yeah.
want. Well, anyway, so I was like, listen to Jimmy Kimmel
Uh huh.
in the first 5 minutes or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He-
monologue.
and then whoever's on there that I like, I'll listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And I pre-record it, so this way I can go through real quick.
Yeah.
So John Oliver was saying, he goes, put it this way. He goes, well, I'm not quoting him per se.
Just say it. It's fine.
I don't want to get in trouble.
You don't need to be exact.
But he was saying, I just need.
It's like the Bible.
He
I'm
goes-
paraphrasing.
He goes, I just need this one day, inauguration day,
yeah.
to absorb the fact that we have a new president and everything is just nice and peaceful today.
Yeah.
He goes, it doesn't matter what tomorrow brings or the troubles that tomorrow brings.
Yeah.
He goes, it's just one day where I could just be, I know that when someone gets up on the stage, I'm not going to get like this pain in the pit of my stomach.
Yeah.
It's just going to be good.
Who said that?
John Oliver.
John
He
Oliver.
said something like that, but more or less that's what because that's how I felt every time Trump got on
Yeah.
stage. Like, oh crap, what's he going to say now?
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it's a double-edged sword too, because I'm sure that like. Well, I don't know. I wonder. Well, because Trump did give them a lot of material though to talk about.
yeah, I know.
So I
that's true,
wonder-
too.
But but it also might be a thing of like I just don't want to talk about him anymore. Like I don't want to have to do
Yeah.
segments on him anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I just feel like there's a peace in the world now, like the last day.
You think so?
Like I'm driving down the street and I feel peaceful.
I get that. Well, it's also going to be a thing where I think that just the news in general is going to not be as
Yeah.
aggressive.
Oh yeah, like he's doing this wrong, he's doing that wrong. Which, I mean, he was. They were just pointing everything out wrong that he was doing,
Yeah.
which it was good, so we knew.
Yeah, yeah.
But this way, we won't have all that, which is good.
Yeah.
We won't have to hear it.
Yeah. I just think that too many people are immediately being like, Joe Biden's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, we don't know
He's
yet.
not great.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was better than Trump.
yeah, I
And we'll
prefer
see what
him. I
happens.
prefer him, but at the same time, let's let him do something good for us to be like,
Yeah.
yay!
Yeah,
Everyone's like,
exactly.
oh my god, everything's back to normal, and it's like, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, but on that subject, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So as a person of God,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with this COVID thing, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Why is
God allowing this to-
raining a plague down on?
No, okay, first of
the
all-
ravaging of.
First of all, God doesn't rain anything.
Why is he raining hell down on the earth?
God doesn't cause anything bad to happen, but
I
he will
mean, he
allow.
used to.
Wait, no, he allows bad things to happen.
No, but he back in the day he did things.
well, he did
straight up.
command. He did command like armies and stuff to annihilate certain
He flooded the world.
communities. Yeah, but he gave everybody a chance. That's true. He did. He did. Okay, you're right. He did rain down. Literally put rain down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he did. He told Noah. It took Noah like 200 years to build it. Well, not maybe maybe 100
Yeah.
years
So what though? That's like
to
that.
build it. But no. But as he was building, he was telling all these people, "Listen, rains are coming. You need to repent. You need to turn to God." So he did allow these people to know him.
Yeah, but that's like saying to somebody who like your good friend or someone you're dating or somebody being like, "Listen, you got to agree with me or I'm
No,
gonna,
not agree with me. You need to turn to God.
You need to turn to me."
No, to God.
Okay, I'm using an analogy.
Oh, okay.
That's like saying to a girlfriend or
Oh,
somebody,
okay. So you're like God.
yeah,
Okay.
hey, you need to turn to me and agree with me, or else, on January 5th, I'm going to drown you.
Well, no, because God. No, the reason why God.
And if you don't, or listen, I'm giving you a shot, but on January 5th, if you don't, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay. This is why, but the reason why God flooded the earth
Yeah.
was because the earth was so evil that he needed to get rid of the evil. And he either could have just struck them dead, or he could have flooded the earth. So he flooded the earth.
Or he could have just made a better argument so they changed their minds.
No, they wouldn't change their minds. They were just totally evil.
Yeah, maybe they didn't change their minds because he's like, listen, guys, if you don't change your
No,
mind,
it
I'm going to
wasn't-
kill all of you.
No, it
and they're like,
wasn't-
dude, I don't want to
No,
sign up with this guy.
God gives you every chance to repent, and he gave them every chance to repent.
Yeah, but even
It didn't happen like overnight.
But even in the Bible,
he gave them a long time. He gave them
but
100 years.
even in the Bible, doesn't God change and not do stuff like that anymore?
What?
Even in the Bible, doesn't God change where he doesn't flood the world anymore and he doesn't do things like that anymore?
Well, he promised.
Because he realizes it doesn't work and he's
he
just
promised.
murdering tons of people?
Well, he promised he wouldn't flood the earth again.
Why?
I don't know. He did that. He made a promise.
Why do you think?
That's where the rainbow
Why do you
comes
think?
from.
Why do you think he made a promise?
Well, maybe he felt like, you know what? Maybe I'll give them another chance.
You know
by
what?
not
Now that I
flooding.
killed everybody, I realize that wasn't much of a solution.
But they made that choice.
What
They
do
could
you
have
mean?
lived.
What
They
do you
could have
mean?
lived
If
they.
if right now there was
Mhm.
somebody who said they were God and told me, "Hey, you better change your
Well,
ways, or I'm gonna kill you," I would be like, "Screw you, dude."
Okay, but that's because if that person comes, then that's a false god.
How do you know?
Because Jesus, next time Jesus comes,
You wouldn't know.
next time Jesus comes,
You would not know.
is going to be the rapture where he takes all the Christians up to heaven.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's the only time. There's no person on earth who's going to be. God's not going to come as a
Yeah, but
person on
eventually
earth.
Jesus will come, right?
Yeah.
How do you know it's him?
Well, he's just going to come and take you. He's not going to be like, "Hey, guys, come."
No, but
It's
the
just gonna be,
leftover
you're gonna be
people
gone.
eventually get taken also.
Yeah,
don't
so the
they?
leftover people are going to realize that they have to turn to God in order to be saved for eternity.
Okay.
So, but God's not
So
going to.
so let me get this straight.
But
So
it's
so
still
so
going to be this way.
so
Let me talk.
this
wait.
false prophet, even if he's convincing,
It's
if
not
you
gonna
if
be,
you turn to him, you're an
No.
idiot and you die anyway.
No, because there's not going to be a false. If anybody comes onto the earth and says, "I'm God, you need to follow me,"
Yeah.
that they're a false prophet.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because God's in heaven, Jesus will
Yeah,
come
but how do you know that?
because that's what the Bible says.
So what?
Well, if you're going to believe in God,
Everything in the Bible didn't happen for
I know,
real.
but listen, yeah, but it did. But
No,
if you
it didn't.
okay, wait. My point is, if you're gonna listen, if you're gonna,
No one was swallowed by a whale. No, they weren't.
They were.
No, they weren't.
Jesus even talks
It's
about
physically impossible.
it. He said, just as Jonah was in the belly of a whale for 3 days
Yeah.
and 3 nights.
Was Pinocchio in
so
there with
will
him?
wait, listen.
Was Pinocchio in there with him?
So
Is that how
will.
he got out?
Let me finish.
He had
script.
Pinocchio
Wait,
there, and
this
he's
is
like,
the
"Hey,
only-
quick, can you make your tell
This
some
is the
lies?"
only scripture I memorized.
Okay,
Just as Jonah
that's the one
was,
that clearly didn't happen.
just as Jonah was in the belly of a whale or a big fish.
Yeah.
For a large fish for 3 days and 3 nights, so will the Son of Man be in the pit of the I don't see that.
Yeah, you memorized it perfect.
Will be in the earth for 3 days.
It's
and 3
only
nights.
when I know
Meaning
word for
about
word.
he
Well,
was
I forgot it. Never mind.
he was telling them about his resurrection. So
Okay.
so it was about Jonah being in the belly of a whale for 3 days and 3 nights, same as Jesus was when he
Yeah, but that's a metaphor.
died.
Also, how do you
Well-
know that the rapture isn't like it could be COVID? You don't know. It could be a plague that kills a bunch of people.
No, see, okay,
and the
that's
people who are
this
taken
is what
first.
I wanted to say about the Bible. See, now, if you believe in God,
Yeah.
you believe in Jesus.
Uh-huh.
The reason why, okay, if you believe in God, then the Bible is God's book, right? It tells you all
Yeah, but
about
people wrote it.
But wait, listen. It tells you all about God, tells you all about Jesus.
Uh-huh.
So if you're going to believe in God and
Yeah.
believe in Jesus and believe what's written in that book, then you're going to go by what the whole book says.
Yeah, but if you're going to believe... No, you're not. Because if you're going to believe in God, you're going to understand that human, as God would say, humans are flawed, right?
Yeah.
And humans are fallible.
Yeah.
So therefore, if they wrote the Bible, there are things that are not correct in it.
Well, the Holy
Because
Spirit,
humans make mistakes.
the Holy Spirit came upon them and gave them remembrance of what happened when like the people who wrote about Jesus
Uh-huh.
wrote about it years later,
Okay.
and the Holy Spirit helped them remember
Yeah, but
the
still,
words.
people will make mistakes, will they not?
Okay,
Based on your
but
own
so
religion,
then-
based on your own
so
religion and what its
then,
beliefs are,
if
what
you
people make mistakes. So
Well-
the Bible would not be perfect.
Okay, well, you can look at it like that, but
No, that's 100% true. If people
then
aren't
why would you
perfect, the
believe-
Bible isn't perfect.
okay, so then why would you believe
What do you mean?
if you're putting your faith on what is written in the
Well,
Bible?
do you believe in the book or do you believe in God?
I believe in
Well,
God.
there you go. That's
but
your answer.
then I believe in the words of the Bible.
Okay, but you believe in God above the Bible, right?
Yeah.
So then what is the hang
So you're
up?
just saying, yeah, but then how do you find out what God wants?
That's
your
for,
life
that's,
to
that's
be?
for you to figure out. I don't know.
Well,
You can't
I believe.
you can't totally follow the Bible because, as history has shown, a lot of people have
Well,
different interpretations of the
I think
Bible,
what you
and a lot of
do-
people use it in a bad way, right?
I think what you do is you read the Bible
Mhm.
and then you make your own. God will talk to you through reading His
Okay,
word.
well, that's you saying
Okay.
that it is interpreted. You have
So
to
I
interpret
believe
it a
that the
certain way.
Bible. I believe that the Bible is accurate.
But you don't.
No, I do.
No, because then people. So then, everyone's interpretation would be the same. If the Bible is perfectly accurate, then everyone would get the same exact thing from the book.
I understand. Well, the rapture. There's three scenarios of what the rapture is going to be, but I don't.
One is
really.
COVID.
No, one is that Jesus will come and take you immediately. Like Jesus' second coming, He will take all the believers, the true believers, up to heaven
but how?
immediately, just like in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, but
Like,
it
will
doesn't
disappear.
but it doesn't specify.
Well, it does. It says He'll
It
come
says-
like a thief in the night,
Okay.
and instantaneously will be with Him.
Okay. So how does that not mean everyone dies?
No, and then it said then it talks about who? You mean the rest of the people?
Instantaneously will all be. He'll come like a thief in the night. Instantaneously will all be with him. How do you not know that that's just a bunch of people dying? Why is that?
No,
why
the
is
Christians.
Why is that
the
human
Christians
beings
will be
disappearing?
the Christians will be with Him forever.
Yeah, but why can't
Oh,
that be
you mean-
interpreted
oh.
as everyone dying and their souls go to heaven?
Oh, well, that could happen.
But that's proof right there that the Bible is interpretive.
And then
and
there's
it's imperfect.
and then there's other rapture. Well, there's other end of the world scenarios or
Yeah.
whatever. There's 3, but I don't know them all by heart.
But you never
There's
ans-
another one, I think. Okay, so after the rapture, then there's 7 years of tribulation, and then the
Yeah.
end of the world.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
in the meantime, the Antichrist comes.
Yeah, who's the guy who made the movies? Kirkman, the psychopath from Growing Pains.
Yeah, he's a little crazy lit now.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Cameron. Something.
James Cameron.
No.
Not James
No,
Cameron. James Cameron's the.
That's the director.
His name's not Cameron, is it?
Yeah.
Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Okay. So, and then there's another one where some people believe we're in the tribulation now, and then there's just going to be an end. And then there's
So why
other
wouldn't
people.
COVID be that?
Then there's other people. There in the Bible. In the Bible it talks about 2 witnesses or 3 witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 witnesses that will be in Jerusalem, on the streets of Jerusalem, and they will prophesy. No, I think it's 2 witnesses, and they're going to prophesy for like 18 months or something, and then there's going to be an end. Oh no, then there's going to be 3 years after that. So there's like
Yeah, but
there's
how
3
are
scenarios.
How are you going to know if those people are telling the truth?
I don't know.
How do you know that they're just not the Antichrist?
It's very like I've only studied that's Revelation, the book of Revelation. I only studied that once, and it's very symbolic. It's got a lot of symbolism in there. So it's very right. Okay. That
You just said, well, no, everything in the Bible really happened,
when
and then you said, well, Revelation's all symbolism.
But see, like Jesus's words, love everyone love one another as I've loved you. So you're going to take that literal, right?
I guess.
And did people say?
But did he really like us? Because he drowned all of us.
All right. Well, let's go on to our next
Treat
subject.
people as I have treated you. So if they wrong you, you get to drown.
No, read the Bible,
their whole family.
and God will speak to you through the Bible.
You never answered me though.
What was your question?
I said, "What's with COVID?"
Oh, COVID.
Yeah, as of God,
okay,
what's
so
what's
there's
COVID
sin in the
about?
world. So someone described it this way: when God made Adam and Eve, it was they were perfect, right?
Yeah.
And then when they sinned, that's when sin came into the world.
Okay.
So that was like almost perfect then. So
Uh-huh.
as the years went on, there became more sin came into the world. So more diseases and more things, like bad things. So right now, COVID came. Okay? So that's like part of the sinful world, a disease. Now, can God stop it? Can God stop it immediately? Yeah, he can. But he allowed it to come in, and he's allowing this to happen for some reason, and we don't know. There's a lot of things we don't understand.
It's such a weird thing to believe.
Because God's thoughts are higher than ours.
Yeah,
We have finite minds, and he's got an infinite mind.
I said this on the last podcast, but if you believe in God, if God is real, he sets everything up and then things happen and he has no control over it.
No, he
That
does
is-
have control.
That is the
over
most
it.
sane way to look at it, because the way
Oh.
you're looking at it as he could stop it, but he just decides not to, is truly the strangest, most psychotic thing you could ever do.
Well,
That's a vengeful, terrible person.
nah,
That's
I
a
don't know.
vengeful, terrible
I don't
God.
know.
Maybe it's true because you said
It's like
because we're apparently made in God's image and people are vengeful, so I guess God would be vengeful as well.
no, he's not vengeful.
Well,
It's like
it's
wait,
pretty
it's like
it's pretty vengeful and terrible. Maybe vengeful is the wrong word. Maybe spiteful. Maybe evil.
no, he's not.
Maybe awful.
No, well, God is
if,
all good.
if something like COVID is happening, if there's mass death happening, and there's a person who could stop it, or there's a being that could stop it, and they choose not to, what is the point of choosing not to?
I don't know. That's the whole thing.
There is no point.
No, well, no. It's like okay, wait.
Besides cruelty.
I'm
It's just
trying to
pure cruelty.
wait. I'm trying to think of an analogy. Okay, so I'm looking at it like from a mother's
I can
point
think of
view.
an analogy.
Like I can let you get on a bike
Mm-hmm.
and go down the street,
Yeah.
and I might and you might fall down and hurt yourself,
Uh-huh.
but I'm going to let you learn how to ride the bike. And if you fall and hurt yourself, you'll get better. I'm hoping you'll get better.
I got a better analogy.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to go on a bike.
Mhm.
You know for a fact the bus is going to hit me and kill me.
And I don't let you. Well, yeah,
And
but,
you go, well, I'll let him decide if he wants to ride that bike.
But see, God knows. So if that person dies,
Not even I'll let him
not even
decide.
you.
Not even I'll let him decide. I'm going to let him go ride that bike.
Okay, but if someone gets hit by a car
Uh-huh.
and gets killed,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason God allowed that, and you'll be with him for eternity. So it's better to be with him than it is to be on this sinful earth, right? Like all the bad things that go on the earth. If you're with God,
So then
it's more peaceful.
so then why wouldn't he take you if you kill yourself?
Oh, he does. What do you mean?
In the Bible it says if you commit
No.
suicide you go to hell.
No, it doesn't say that. Where does it say that?
It says that in the Bible.
Where?
It's a sin to commit suicide.
No, that's a Catholic.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I get it. I know what you're saying, but that's wrong. No, because God is all forgiving, and if someone if someone suffers from depression,
Uh-huh.
or someone, takes drugs and overdoses on purpose
Mhm.
and tries to commit suicide, that's not God knows that person's heart. God knows that that person was struggling with something, and
Okay, well then
he's a forgiving God. He's a loving God.
okay, well I would agree. If
The Catholic
if you're-
Church believes that.
Okay, well then that proves my point of
But that's
of,
a lot
of
of-
the Bible's written by people.
Well, right, okay, but that's a lot. But religions, all different religions,
Yeah.
have their own interpretations
yeah.
of what should be done and what shouldn't be done.
So
But
why can't
but that's
so,
where you need to go straight to the Bible as a person. As for yourself, you need to go straight to the Bible and make your own choices.
Yeah, but that's what they
from
did.
that Bible.
But that's what they did. They went to the Bible for themselves.
No, but a lot
and
of
they
people-
decided on that.
But a lot of people belong to different churches.
yeah,
Even
but the people who created the Catholic religion went to the Bible and decided that that's what it was.
right, but then like someone like Martin Luther looked at the Bible and he was like, "But I don't agree with this."
Because the Bible's an interpretive book because it's not a rule of
Right,
law because
right.
it wasn't written
Okay.
by God, it was written by people.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but that's why it's important for each and every one of us to read the Bible so we can make our own interpretation of what we're reading, because God will speak to each and every person.
Okay, well then so then what I'm saying is valid.
Yeah.
So then what I'm saying about God, I don't believe that God, if God exists, I don't believe that he has the power to stop things. Because that's a
Yeah, I don't
that's a
agree with
cruel and
that,
horrible
but
person.
everybody has their own.
But you just said that. You just said God can prevent things.
Yeah, he can prevent things.
But then you just said you don't believe that.
No, I believe that he can prevent things. No, I do. I definitely believe he can prevent things.
I don't believe
but
that.
I don't believe. I know.
Well, then
but
he's
I do.
But then he's a terrible person.
No, I believe that he does everything God does is good.
Uh-huh.
So for whatever reason he chooses to let a person die or
Mhm.
to let a kid get cancer or whatever, there's just things. I know. I understand but we're thinking with a human mind. We're not thinking with God's mind.
What's
Whatever. I don't know. Like he has, for some reason, he lets things happen. But I believe he's a loving, caring, forgiving God, and he chooses whatever he chooses is good.
Yeah, but a loving, caring,
So-
forgiving God, it just does, none of it adds up. None of it makes sense.
Like if when
the
I
only way to believe it where it makes sense is that he created things and then things exist as they exist.
I don't know, you just have to read the Bible.
Because also like people create other people. He doesn't sculpt people. You can see a baby being formed with what's that thing called where you look inside the body?
Sonogram.
Is that a sonogram where you
Yeah,
can
well
see
they do
the
it on the
baby?
belly, yeah.
If you have a 24/7 sonogram, you can see a baby being formed. It's
Mhm.
not God, it's a woman's
Well.
body creating a baby.
Yeah, I know.
So then wouldn't it so God just sets things up and then they happened.
And it's very complicated. That's why you have to read the Bible.
Well, it's just strange because one is believing in a person who set things up and is letting them play out and giving human beings free. So you don't believe in free will?
Oh
then.
no, he gives free will, but he also no, definitely free will.
So then he can't interfere with free will.
Well, he speaks to us through his Holy Spirit.
But he can't stop free will.
Can he stop it? I don't know.
No, see?
No, he can't stop. Well, we have
There you
free.
go.
He allows us to have free will. He's given us free will.
Okay.
And then whatever we do with our free will ends up happening. But sometimes
So he can't prevent it. So that's why people get COVID and die, because COVID exists, but if you go out and get it, you get it.
yeah, but we don't intentionally get it. I mean, you and I didn't
Yeah,
intentionally
but God
get it. We
can't
just got
cure COVID once you have it.
it. He can.
Well, then he's a piece of shit. Then he's a terrible, terrible being.
No, because maybe some of the people the people that died, he felt
What?
they can die and they can come be with me, and it
Yeah, but some of them are going to hell,
There-
aren't they? So what do you mean?
maybe he spoke to them all in the hospital.
It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, all I could tell is read the Bible and then you can figure it out. Are
Oh,
we like way over?
we tapped out. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know at what point the camera went off.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, no, it's still recording, so the
Okay.
timer must have just stopped. Well, okay, we're going to do one more part so we don't end on all this stupid Jesus talk.
Yeah, you
All
can
right.
edit all this out.
No, it'll be in there. All right, I'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right, now that we've finished our conversation on religion, where Sonja was wrong,
We exhausted our decision,
We-
our conversation.
we exhausted the conversation on that. Okay, let's go back to some gifts.
Oh, I forgot what I even got you.
You got me this.
Oh, yeah. So, it's a camera mug. I mean, it's a mug that's shaped like a camera, right? And since you are in film... Wait, let me open it. You didn't even open it?
Well, I get it. I didn't need to open it.
Yeah, so it's cool. Look, I would use this.
So again, am I supposed to? What is
I
even
don't
going
even
on
know
here?
what
Why
that-
does
I
that
don't
come
know.
off?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So I guess the lens cap comes off. Here's the thing: it doesn't even open like a lens cap, so now I just look like an idiot. Oh, and you can drink out the top here,
Yeah.
like it's coffee. So it's for
Yeah.
coffee, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a thermos.
Oh yeah.
Is it a thermos?
Yeah. What'd you think it was?
I wasn't sure if it had full thermos capability.
Oh yeah. It's a coffee
I'm
thing.
confused about the hole at the bottom.
Yeah, me too. I guess it's
Also, it fills up to here. Oh,
That's it? Oh
it
yeah,
fills up
that's
to
so
here.
weird.
Anyway,
Oh. Well, then I figured, but then it said when I ordered it, it said on the description you can use it on your desk for
but
pens.
that's what it
Even-
said.
even though you have another thing that you could put pens
Yeah, you know
in.
why? Because they know no one's gonna drink
Yeah,
out of this.
well, okay.
What am I gonna be on set and be like, hey,
Hey, you never know. People
Someone's
are
gonna
like that. People do that.
someone's gonna grab to put the lens on the camera, and they're gonna be like, wait a second, that's my coffee.
Well, I didn't think it looked that realistic. Anyway,
It looks pretty.
what else did I
I'm
get?
actually shocked. I actually do think it looks pretty realistic.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little shinier.
Yeah.
There's a little more sheen to it.
Oh,
but-
what's this supposed to look like? A lens?
Yeah, look at the lens on the
Oh,
camera.
yeah.
It doesn't. It looks the same.
Yeah, that's
It's a
true.
little thinner, but there's thin lenses.
I'm confused with the bottom part too. Oh well.
Well, this is where you would take off.
Yeah, but why is it so like? Why doesn't it only go down to here?
Oh, for this, the
Yeah,
thermos? I
yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
But it is accurate to a lens. Like, you do take this part off of a lens so you can put a lens on.
Yeah, well, that's kind of dumb.
And it's got the ridges. Is it because you can put this on a camera?
I don't know. You'll have to read the directions. What else I got you?
And then you got me some candy, but you got me.
Oh, you're Mario. Yeah.
She got me this.
Anthony, remember Anthony got the Luigi one? He's
Yeah.
like, why'd you give me Luigi?
I know. Why?
And then we all looked at him and like, huh? Why did I get him Luigi?
No. I mean,
Oh.
why was he confused by that?
I don't know. He was just confused. And then Mary Alice and I both looked at him like, really? And he was like, oh.
I guess it was a year ago. For context, I made a documentary where I played Mario, my brother played Luigi, and so my brother got a Luigi Pez. See, this is the most normal gift. This is like a gift where like I can eat this, I can use this.
Next year you guys are going to get like gift cards.
No, I like the gifts you got.
Yeah, I know, but you're not going to really use them. You know what it is?
Yeah,
I
but
started off.
It's fun to have these stupid gifts,
Oh,
and I
okay.
can tease you about
All
it.
right, because what did I get? Anthony, I got him what happened was, I just went online. Oh, I got the Mario stuff, the Pez's, and then I was like, what kind of novelty gifts can I get? So I got you that. So then I started with your thermos, and then I got everybody else a thermos.
Oh, that's where you started, is the thermos?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's funny.
And then I got you that shirt, and I got Angelo a different shirt.
I knew the Pez was coming because I saw it on Amazon.
I know. It sucks.
Were you upset?
Nah. I was for like, oh well, but then.
I was a little upset because I was like, why don't you hide this?
Yeah, well, how am I supposed to hide it?
Or why don't you let me know that you got it? Like,
well, because then I figured you
Amazon.
might look anyway.
No, I did not like that.
Like if you knew, I was because when people tell me don't look, I'm like so tempted to look, but then I don't. Because like Dad got me a card for Starbucks card.
Yeah.
And he put it on the Christmas tree. And he said, "Don't look at this." And then I was like so tempted to look to see how much it was, but I kind of knew how much it was anyway. And then I didn't look.
I'm not like that at all.
Like just momentarily.
I'd rather have the surprise. If someone was like, "Oh, don't look at it; it's for Christmas."
Yeah,
or
not
something,
me.
I would just wait till Christmas.
Not me.
Because it's also not going to be something that like I need desperately in the you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Oh. I was yeah. So that's all you got.
Yeah.
But don't stop getting. You can keep getting.
Okay.
Keep getting. It's funny because I also get a sense of your sense of humor because you think it's like funny.
Yeah.
So it's funny to see what you think is funny.
I
mean, it is funny.
I'm wondering when Anthony. Well, no. So Anthony opened his, and he had a thermos with a fly fisherman on it because he likes fly fishing.
Because he's a freaking hunter now.
And it put leaf on it, so that I thought that was kind of cute. And then what did I get Mary Alice? Oh, I got Mary Alice one that said Mary Alice.
Yeah.
And then Bailey and Angelo, I created one for them.
Ooh, I didn't see that one.
So, but they didn't open it yet. No, I still have it. I was gonna have them over for dinner, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because of COVID.
Well, you should have just given it to me when I saw her.
I know, but
whatever, she'll get it.
Well, I told them I was gonna have them over for dinner, but then I don't know if they really want to because of COVID or. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What's our other subjects?
Oh. So I've been looking at old pictures.
Yeah.
And I showed you guys the old videos during Christmas
and
stuff. And I was wondering, like seeing, because it was like an old video of like grandpa and stuff, and like all of us being young. And then we were watching other things where it was just like Leaf was like reading his thing for class. He was like reading a book he wrote and stuff. What like how do you feel when you watch that stuff?
Well, I get kind of emotional.
Yeah.
I might cry.
Oh, you're gonna cry now?
No, maybe. No, it's just cute. Like you kids are we're so cute.
Yeah.
You know, it was nice. It was fun being a mom.
Is that what you think about? How it was fun being a mom?
Yeah.
Are you gonna cry, bro? What a loser, dude. Well, that's why I was wondering, because I was wondering if it was normal, because I get sad watching it. I don't know why.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I get sad.
I kind of get sad, but not sad.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, look how cute they were. That was fun.
Yeah.
But like now is fun too. So, but what was I gonna say? Oh, the grandpa. I never think about grandpa.
But then
yeah. And then when I saw the video, I'm like, oh, I miss my I miss my dad. So.
Yeah. You miss your grandpa?
I miss my grandpa.
He's my grandpa.
I know.
He's my papa.
He's
not
my
your
papa.
That's I used to call Grandpa Papa. That stuff's interesting too, is because there's things that
You didn't know you called him Papa.
Yeah, you forget. Yeah, I didn't.
Because when I talk about Grandpa, I just say Grandpa.
Yeah.
I don't say Papa, because I guess I thought that was like kind of weird. But Grandma, you call Grandma. So I would just say Grandma and Grandpa, not Grandma and Papa, because nonno was nonno. So it was like I didn't have to really differentiate which ones they were.
And also, by the time he died, I don't think I
You were
called
only
him
not.
Papa anymore.
You were only like 9.
But
I
I
think.
called him Grandpa. I think.
No, wait, how you were 6?
No, I was 8. I think 7 or 8.
No, 1999 he died, and you were born 1993. You were 6.
I was 6.
Yeah.
I don't think I called him Papa at that point.
No, you did. You called
did?
him Papa.
I have no recollection of calling him Papa.
You called him Papa all the time. I think. Yeah, Grandpa.
Even in that little
Papa.
book I wrote, it was my grandpa. It wasn't Papa.
My grandpa. Oh, it's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And then I was hearing Leaf say it and stuff too, and I was like, wow, we all called him that. It's
Yeah.
so strange.
I think you called him Papa until the end, but then I would always say, yeah, Grandpa's in the hospital or Grandpa's sick.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say, oh, Papa's sick, because you knew it was Grandpa.
Yeah.
So.
It's also interesting watching that stuff back because I think about like we wouldn't exist unless you guys had us.
That's true.
You don't really think about that much.
No.
But then you think about watching it. You think about like, well, who doesn't exist if I decide to not have a family? Like you guys could have decided not to have kids.
Yeah.
And then none of those memories would happen, and I wouldn't even be here.
I know.
So it kind of takes you to that.
Yeah.
It just takes you to a weird place where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But also it's interesting because in those videos you're like in your 30s.
Yeah, I know. That's weird, isn't it?
You're like 36 or something, probably, right?
Yeah. Well,
35.
when you were 3, so that was 1996. I was 36. I was 36.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
weird.
that weird?
Yeah.
You guys don't look that old there either.
I was Nikki's age.
Nikki's 36?
Yeah, she might even be 37.
So interesting. See, that's so interesting.
No, I think she's 37. Yeah.
But also I get sad watching it, so that's why I was wondering. And looking at old pictures, I got really sad looking at we're going through all the photo albums.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if that was a normal thing.
Sometimes I get sad and I'm like, oh, I wish they were little again. I wish they, like they were just running around the house and they thought I was wonderful.
Is that what you think? That's not what I think.
No, like when kids are little, they think like when the first, I would say, the first 10 years of their life, they think mom and dad are just like the best.
Yeah, because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
They don't know any other humans.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait a second.
Yeah. So
these other people are sick.
But it was, it was fun.
I think about, well, I guess it's different because it's your kids. But as I look at me and us as younger kids, I think about like, I feel bad for us for some reason.
You feel bad? What do you mean?
Like I feel bad, like oh, we got no idea, like just how terrible life is.
Oh, you felt bad for those innocent children.
Yeah, like the children, like we didn't know
if they ever knew what was gonna happen when they grew up.
Yeah, like we don't know that life is horrible. And then you look at pictures of any kids, and you're like, oh wow, none of them realize that like the trials and tribulations of life. Yeah, and it's something you it's just that's.
But that's something you'll look back all the time.
Yeah,
like you'll look back at my age.
Yeah,
and look at like when you were dating somebody.
Yeah,
or when you got married.
You're
like
I wish I could have warned them.
How things change.
Yeah.
As life goes on. That's why God doesn't want us to know the future. Because if God...
Don't take it back to God, dude.
If God knew... Like, if we knew the future, like, we wouldn't do a lot of the things that we wouldn't make the choices we made, and then people might not be here, or we wouldn't be where we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't need to take it back to God, though. We could leave God.
No, I always put everything...
Me and you are talking, having a moment.
I always
we
put
don't need God
everything...
to butt in. We don't need a third wheel.
He's here.
Get out of here.
He's sitting on the couch with
us.
us.
Oh, Jesus. See, I'm just saying what's up to him. What's it called? And then I was looking at pictures, and that's weird, too, is seeing people who, like, died.
Yeah.
Like, seeing Arnie.
Yeah.
Arner is weird. Also, it's weird seeing Arner because he's, like, well, I don't know his life at the time, but, like, he's, he's, like, there. Like, you can talk to him and hang out with him.
Yeah.
And like towards the end, I just knew him as the guy in the back room
Oh.
who was
Yeah.
probably wasted.
Yeah, well, he was probably wasted at that time too. Like he was an alcoholic, so he was constantly buzzed.
What were the nicknames that you used to say?
He used to call me Hondo.
Hondo, yeah. Because there was a show called Hondo.
Yeah, well, I can't be telling you all the names.
Why?
Because some of the names are, I could tell you Norman. He called Ugly Man.
Ugly Man. Yeah, I called my uncle Ugly Man. That was his nickname. Hello, Ugly Man.
Yeah, he used to call Grandpa Labo.
Labo. Which one can you say? Brownstein?
Yeah.
Why can't you say that?
Because, well, you can't tell the name.
What do you mean?
Of who he called Brownstein.
Okay, he called one of my uncles Brownstein
because when he was young,
yeah,
like a little kid, he would have brown stains on his
because he shit his
underwear.
pants. Yeah, which is
not
like
even
so.
that. Probably because he didn't wipe his butt good enough.
That shit. I feel like that's just even.
It's just mean.
Yeah. Well, I guess that would have been.
Well, that's what they used to do all the time. They used
Angela used to call me
kid each
fat
other.
constantly.
Yeah, I know.
So that's I think brothers just. I don't know. They do that.
They tease each
You're
other.
insecure, so you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's funny that Arner, I guess once you're older, it just becomes like a reference to like you being younger. Because would you call him Brownstein even when he was older?
Yeah, you'd call him Brown.
You
What's
call
up,
him
Brown?
What up, Brown?
Yeah. but it ended up not being like, I guess it wasn't an insult.
So it's basically like what up, shit?
Yeah. It was just like his it was kind of his nickname. I wonder, like, you'd have to ask my brother if that bothered him. What do you call?
At a certain point, I think it becomes just like a reference to. I remember when we were younger.
Yeah.
Ugly Man.
I forget what he called.
Ugly Man's the funniest one because it's just you saying an insult to somebody.
Yeah.
What's up, Ugly Man?
Yeah. Oh, forget what he called my two youngest brothers. I'm gonna have to ask them.
That's funny. I like stuff like that though, the little thing, because I didn't even know any of that. I don't remember that. I guess he said it in front of us, but I never heard him say it.
Yeah. Well, you were young. He died in 2000.
Did he really die in
2005? No, 2005. He died.
Wow.
So you weren't even
2005.
you weren't even like 10. Wait, were you 10? Yeah, you were 12.
Yeah, I was 12.
Yeah.
You weren't even 10. Oh, you were 12. Okay. I remember being at his wake. Did we go to his funeral?
He was cremated.
Cremated. Okay, yeah, I remember going to his wake. Did he have an open casket? He did, right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Telling people, like I know people who they've never been to like
a funeral.
They've rarely been to a
wake,
funeral,
yeah.
but also they're like, oh, I've never been to an open casket. And I'm like, I've been to like 20 and
I
they're all
know.
open casket.
I know.
I don't think I've ever been to one where you didn't see the body.
Yeah. No, in my whole life, I've only been to one that the casket was closed.
I don't know what I would prefer.
Mm.
It is weird though, because once the casket's open, they have to like make up your body in such a way where like you don't look like a person.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they make up your body anyway because the family, even though the casket's closed, I think before they bury you, the family gets to say goodbye to the person,
And see the body.
So I think they fix you up anyway.
Oh,
that's a good question.
well, also you gotta get that money. You gotta charge them for it, so it's like,
oh yeah,
it's better for
it's probably part of the package
for the mortician to yeah. He's like, well, we gotta do it no matter what.
Yeah.
So. Gotta get paid somehow. That's a weird business, huh?
Yeah.
It's just dead people all day, every day, making up
very
bodies.
Depressing.
Very depression. I agree. Very depression. But this was nice. This was nice, Mom.
This was nice,
I had a fun
Jake.
time talking to
Me
you.
too.
I love you, Mom.
Anytime. I love you too.
Yeah. So that's
so
it.
on the 200th one, I can come back.
On the 200th, we'll do another bonus, or maybe at 150 or something. Who knows? But that's it. Thank you for listening to this bonus episode. I love you, Mom.
Love you too, Jake.
Bye, guys. I love you guys. See ya next week. See you soon.
Jake, you're an idiot.
Drop the mic.
Jake, you don't make any sense. piece of shit. A piece of